Hello and welcome to the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. It's Wednesday, January the 6th, 2021. Crypto Jack coming to you live once again for yet another historic Bitcoin day, and probably just a all-around historic day. A lot going on in the world today, the least of which, of course, is the big breakout that just seems to never stop going up. Have you learned your lesson yet? Have you stopped trying to short the top? This is a bull market. This is a time when the golden rule, never short Bitcoin, begins to apply, unless of course you're an absolute professional like some of our lead analysts here, Alex and Jason, joining me as usual. How you guys doing?
Just a stellar Wednesday, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't open up a short yet, that's for sure.
You guys don't like my stellar joke?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, stellar doing big things.
Stellar definitely popping off today. Nice free signal for those that are in the general chat there. So,
indeed.
Yeah, general chat got lucky with the free signals last night. It's a complete. The free signals are premium signals that get randomly dropped into free. We tried the system. I know that some groups do where free gets it like 12 hours late. But then I have people contacting me. Is this signal still good? Can I enter it?
Yeah, it's just annoying.
If we're gonna give people signals, I would rather they be successful signals. I mean, kind of, what's the point of dropping
the right time?
People?
Yeah.
If we can't.
What's the point of a signal if it's not the optimal time to entry? Because if it's 12 hours late and it still hasn't done what you wanted, depending on the time frame, it might be already past due, and then you have to go through the little logistics of explaining that. That's just ridiculous. But it did happen that 3 of my 4 signals got posted to the free signals last night. So you guys are welcome.
Yeah,
we're all banners.
And I'll thank random number Jesus.
Yep. So basically,
random number Jesus.
Yeah, if you're part of the premium, or not even, sorry, just the Discord community in general, discord.krakencryptocurrency.com. Be sure to check us out because we do have some of our premium signals do go out. These are already very high quality signals, seem to be regular winners. Of course, always do your due diligence and position size accordingly. But no, we have real winners generally getting posted, and the regular community got a treat yesterday. 3 of Jason's signals went out, so it's like you got like a nice.
Well, I mean, for now, looking at those signals that went out, 75% of them have hit TP1, or 75% of them have hit the TP, and then 2 others have hit TP2, and then Stellar just went bonkers.
Yep, Stellar
and closed out at 32%. So
yeah, Stellar. I'm sure the XRP
not bad
guys,
for a day's work.
I'm sure the XRP guys are kind of crying.
Oh,
I think a lot of them had XLM bags though, so maybe they're not doing all bad. But
XRP did pump a little bit this morning, maybe in reaction to XLM. I noticed XRP put in like a 15% morning, and then it got sold back down.
Damn.
And I can't help but remember what Alex was saying yesterday, because it did stick out to me, because we were looking at XRP and XLM and that buy zone that Alex did have before the SEC news. Like, those charts look identical. Just one of them had a lawsuit and one of them didn't. Like, it is kind of crazy to see that. So yeah, the XLM people,
the two are
XRP
kind of closely related.
Yeah, they are correlated in what they do as well. It's just funny to see like one go and one fail. Like, you can just see the difference.
Indeed, seems like XRP's downfalls, XLM's opportunity to shine. But yeah, one look at crypto bubbles this morning, we see that alt season looks to be in full effect. Besides LRC, which is, I guess, saw a bit of profit taking. The one red bubble seemingly on here is LRC, down almost 20%. But I think it's because LRC was rip roaring for the last 2 or 3 days, so it figures
it's up like. It's up like 150%, and now it's down 20%. It's all right.
These things need ups and downs. You can't just have up. It doesn't work that way.
Indeed. And green across the alt space. Seems like our biggest winners were XLM, as mentioned, a 60% gain day over day. SNT is up about 35%. Maker 30%. We got MATIC. MATIC is back in the headlines. Oh, we're in the Maker long. Brilliant. 31% gains on MATIC. I see XVG, Verge is up almost 45%, incredible. Nano up 42, even poor old Nano up 42%. Cardano, I hear, is moving fast up the coin market top 100 list.
We're in a Cardano.
I got us in the BTC pair, and Alex has in the USDT pair.
EOS is even up to 340. Wow, I should have long.
We're in an EOS long.
Yo, my God. Why don't I check that premium signal channel? I should do that more
Why
often.
don't you check that premium signal?
You know, I
that
don't
is kind of
actively
crazy,
trade.
Jack.
You know,
Like,
I don't
what?
actively trade. You know, I just
I
like
think
to...
it's because familiarity breeds contempt. He's like, oh, why would I take
It does.
Alex?
No, absolutely
Alex
not.
every day.
I talk to him every day. He's not
No.
special.
If I'm gonna take anybody's
Yeah.
signals, it's gonna be yours. I know better than anyone that all you guys do is post fire. I just don't actively trade. I was maybe just looking for one entry once a season to try to capture some gains. So
Well, pick a day, boy.
I think I will. If I'll have to discuss with you guys later, maybe I will still try to enter an EOS long, because if alt season is about to pop off, everything might very well rise together in
Alt
tandem.
season does still look like it's happening.
Yep.
You know, the indices are still all taking off. I mean, you only have to look around to see that alts are all taking off, but the alt indices that we've been looking at, they all confirm that, you know, we're making new highs, we're continuing to make new highs. Mid caps really took off today. We'll look at that a little later.
Indeed. Let's shout out everyone in the audience real quick. I see Stun Gun was first through the door today. Hello, Stun Gun. Got Crypto Bull. Yes, our timestamper is already here. Shout outs to Crypto Bull.
Welcome.
Mr. Ether calls this Wealthy Wednesday. Indeed, waking up to a sea of green like this makes everyone feel quite a bit more wealthy this Wednesday. Marco in the live chat, happy for those making killer gains today. He says, I need a pullback to get back in. You know, that pullback with that big old wick we had.
It'll happen.
On
You just
Monday.
gotta be patient.
Or was it? Yeah.
Well,
Was it
Marco, I know you're in some DeFi tokens, and those are all doing really well. So that part of, I know you sold off some of the Bitcoin, but we'll see. We'll see, buddy.
Yeah, that reminds me. I gotta look at polls later. Is that doing good, Alex? Off the top of your head?
No. Well, I mean, yes, it's still doing good, but right now it's getting a little bit of a pullback at resistance.
Gotcha.
I have it marked out as a fib resistance level, and so far, it's doing its thing. So, I think we might get a pullback. To like
I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Maybe do a little TA on it midstream. Victor
Oh, yeah,
Fryer.
we'll hit it later.
Victor Fryer in here says hello everyone. Peckham08 is in here. So do I buy XLM now? He asks. Yeah, we'll have to revisit that. Peckham08, yes, mention him. Evo, good day everybody, says Evo. Vidush is in here saying I hope Jack's internet works today. Yeah, fingers crossed my router doesn't have any more crashing type anomalies. I switched from Ethernet to Wi-Fi today just to see if, I don't know, whatever reason, maybe Wi-Fi will not cause this issue. But yeah, we'll see how that works today. So far so good. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. Yeah. Shahar Lahav in here saying sup. Nice to see you, Shahar. Yorick, one of our channel supporters, is in here. Hello, Mr. York. ETH1 is in here. Hello everyone. Beeflow's in here. Tyler Dukacek, what's up CC crew? Link Marines vindicated after a couple sad looking months. I know, I was wondering when Link was ever gonna get its day to shine. Apparently today was it. Link up almost 18% on the day. Yep, my Link bags are looking swell. Link to $100, gentlemen. That is where we're going. Do you think?
Wow.
Don't sleep on Link. There was
you know, if Link is doing good, I bet Trib and Band are doing good too. We'll take a look at all the Oracle coins.
Word.
Well, you know, maybe one of them is lagging, and maybe that is one that we can still get into.
Mm-hmm.
Throw a dart.
That was exactly the case that got me into XLM BTC.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a little bit lagging behind everything else and gave a great signal off the 13 EMA.
Yeah, you know, it's good to buy strength, but it's also good to know that the markets can be heavily correlated, and if there's a reason to think something will be strong and has not yet moved, then those are always good to grab.
Mm-hmm. That just comes down to each person's conviction and what they trade.
No, I'm saying you did a good thing.
Yeah.
In that case,
well, and that's what I look. Yeah, for sure. There was a couple of those trades to where like everything was super overextended that I even posted on the signal. That I'm like, okay, all of these look a little too extended. This one looks a little underextended, so I'm definitely going with this one. And it was definitely the right call.
Yeah.
Word. All right. Tyler Dukacek in the live chat says XRP rally was an opportunity to dump bags. Yeah, that could be very well what Alex was talking about when he said it got sold into. B-Flow saying they spit hot fire. Booyaka. Yes, our analysts do spit nonstop hot analysis fire. What more could you ask for in a crypto YouTuber slash...
Yes, that fire that we spit hot.
Very hot. Ultra hot. GPU Professor Wally, also a channel supporter. Thank you so much. Wally is in here saying, sup guys. JG is in here, says he still needs Dash to rise 800% to get back to his entry. All right, 8x for Dash. Let's pray. Let's get the Rainmaker in here, and let's get the Dash 8x pump going for JG's sake of his portfolio. Ron Legato in here.
It's really sad to see Dash delisted by Bittrex.
Yeah, I guess it's because of those privacy concerns. The privacy coin, I guess, regulatory concerns. Those implications, indeed, something I have been warning about for seems like a couple of years now. Ron Legato's in here. Tech Engine says hi guys. Bruno Martins, private. I don't recognize that name, but they are a green channel supporter, so I don't know if it's Crypto Caveman or somebody that changed his name, or it's just a new user who's now supporting us. But shout outs to private and
we appreciate your support.
Indeed, much love to private. Tech Engine, I filled my link bag at 54 cents. Well, Tech Engine, OG Link Marine. He's probably like a colonel in the Link Marine army minimum. Evo, can you guys take a look at 1-inch BTC? Yes, we certainly will. And Mr. Ether's in here. Shout outs to everybody. I've got everybody shouted out. Thank you for joining us today for the Wednesday Breaking Bitcoin edition. And let's have a look. Yeah, let's take a quick look at what we have lined up in the news today. All right, main article comes from Trust Nodes, just highlighting if you're just waking up and joining us right now, haven't even looked at charts yet, things are mega bullish. Ethereum nears 1200 and Bitcoin takes on 35,000 overnight. Of course, I think we topped both of these. This article could be a little outdated. Let's see here. Did we crest over 35? We did. We hit 35.
Yep, almost hit 36.
Almost hit 36 overnight. And Ethereum, we got up to 12, a little over 1200. So we kissed a little over 1200. So yes, things are looking hella bullish. The market cap keeps growing. We seem to be keeping up the parabolic trend to some degree. Other news, of course, today, Coinbase is down. Everybody hear about this? Not huge news.
Is it news if it happens every day?
Rest in peace to Coinbase and Brad Garlinghouse.
All time high.
Coinbase is now experiencing connectivity issues. I saw a lot of people buzzing about this today. I'm sure anybody...
Coinbase is coming down with BitMEX syndrome.
Any of the Western retail suckers who have, I guess, no other portal to buy through, the guys who entered degen positions on the whim when they see big green candles, I guess they are left kind of hanging dry today.
Well, you can't necessarily degen as hard on Coinbase because there's no more margin, but people are definitely left high and dry.
Yep, indeed. All right, guys, that about covers the intro. We are going to probably run the usual 2-hour show today if you're joining us for the first time.
Nope, we are not, because there's a mentorship.
Yep.
Oh, okay. In that case, thank you for the reminder. Glad we got that in early. Yes, Wednesdays we do our community mentorship sessions, so we do have to cut this early because we're going to go to a more private type hangout after this and kind of talk one-on-one with some of the premium members and aspiring analysts. So roughly how it'll go, first hour we're going to go from the majors to Ethereum and Bitcoin to alts. Might touch on Forex and commodities. I do think you got some wicked Forex trades posted as well, Alex. And finally, we'll try to get as many chart requests in as we can, so post those in the live chat. I'll collect them and we'll get to those, sooner or later. Probably skip the news today because yes, we have. All right, let's get right into it, guys. All right, I seem to not be connected.
Jack.
Oh,
Jack, you're
still back. You're
back?
Hanging on.
Am I here? Please tell me.
Yeah, you're here.
Okay.
Jack, no.
Oh, you're messing with me, right?
No, I can hear you now.
Okay,
yeah,
thank God. All right, thank God.
You started cutting out for a second.
All right, let's just, it's, I just hope that was a random anomaly. Usually it's all or nothing with this connection. So, all right, Alex, I have you on screen. Hop back into your chart. I'm going to start collecting any requests I see in the live chat. So, audience, you guys know what to do. In the meantime, let's hear what Alex has got to say about the majors.
Okay, on Bitcoin, daily trend, as shown, is holding strong. As we discussed yesterday, we on lower time frames, we briefly broke below the daily trend and retested 28,000 as support. but that held, and since then we've pumped back above the daily trend, and we're kind of holding steady right around $36,000. For the near term, we're looking for roughly somewhere between 36.5 and 38 for the resistance in this area. As you can see, I have here this line is based off of our fib level as shown. So this line you see above us, 36,472. On off of these fib levels. So we're just now approaching it, and we are also approaching our dynamic support and resistance provided by our pitchfork. So this area right here is where I expect us to, maybe turn around and kind of trade sideways a little bit here. I feel like we're seeing this is weakness in Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been coming up really hard, and now we finally saw the largest down day in Bitcoin's history. But it was just one day. Buyers are still in control. I'm not looking for any shorts until we reach this level, break the daily trend, and start trading sideways. Then that'll be our sign. It's like, okay, Bitcoin is petered out for right now. It's probably going to pull back, and then that's our opportunity to enter long on Bitcoin whenever it drops to wherever it drops to. I don't know if it's going to just retest 24K and then go on, or it's going to go down to 20 and then go on, or 13, or it's going to gap fill the CME gap at 9.6. I have no earthly idea. But, these are all areas that we can look at if Bitcoin does start to pull back. But for right now, there's not much for us to do. At the end of today, we may get a continuation long signal, but that's going to require us to pump a little harder for us to get this turn on our oscillator. As you can see right now, if we closed, we wouldn't have the turn. It would still be kind of curling. So
lobster clawed.
Yeah, sure. It's lobster clawing. So there's nothing for us to do on Bitcoin except stay in it for right now if we're in it. Ethereum is even more bullish. As you can see, we've got like a strong 4-hour trend. Daily channel broken here, and the weekly trend is all the way back here. So we'll extend it outwards here. This is where the weekly trend is. So if we broke down, came down, traded sideways and stuff, we could do that through March and still hold this weekly trend right here. So things are looking really bullish for Ethereum for us. We got our Ethereum continuation along here. We're still in it. We're still trailing our stops. So there's nothing for us to do on Ethereum. Ethereum Bitcoin holding strong, made it over resistance. This is a really good sign for continuation on Ethereum Bitcoin. This means that likely going forward, Ethereum is going to remain a bigger gainer than Bitcoin is. Because this Ethereum Bitcoin, for those of you who are new, you can think of it as the ratio of price between Ethereum and Bitcoin. But it's also, in a real sense, Ethereum just traded against Bitcoin. Ethereum's original trading pair was Bitcoin. And so Ethereum, long before there was Ethereum USD, there was just Bitcoin markets, because the only way you could buy Ethereum was by, buying it with Bitcoin. So these Ethereum Bitcoin markets are still a really powerful force in Ethereum. It was the original Ethereum market. So good to keep an eye on, but this looks solid for a trend change. We had a good long downtrend from August through December on Ethereum to Bitcoin, and now it's broken. So Ethereum may pull back here for a week or two. I don't really know. Maybe it'll just keep going. But most likely for the near term, for the next few months, Ethereum is going to be the better choice going forward. So that's something for us to keep our eyes on. So that's Bitcoin. That's Ethereum. They're both really bullishly postured. What about the rest of the alts, right?
They're doing okay.
So So we know alt season is, I was saying alt season is here. Why am I saying that? Well, when we look at the shitcoin index, we see so September was when the last alt season ended, right? Just get bam sold super hard into everybody's stuff just goes off a cliff. We bottom in November. And now, as of the last 2 days, we've made new highs. We've broken the highs of September, and we're likely to continue breaking highs. Well, we're gonna work this hard to break the September highs, and we're not gonna keep going higher here. No, we've got an alt season. I don't know how long it is, how big it is, but it's just begun again. So we see this on shitcoins, mid perps or mid cap perpetual futures. As you can see, we've also broken the September highs right here. Altcoins, we broke September highs a long time ago because major alts did not have an alt season. So we could see outsized gains on major alts, but for right now, mid caps and shit caps are still putting in higher percentages. DeFi also breaking out against September highs, but Uniswap coins are not. Uniswap coins are still languishing a little bit compared to shitcoins and DeFi. And surprisingly, privacy coins are going for it. I thought we were going to get a pullback here. As a matter of fact, for those of you who are premium members, I put on a short right here that I ended up having to close early over here. But yeah, privacy coins are pumping too. I imagine that this will continue onwards. This is very bullish. We had a bearish pattern that we just broke bullish on. The measured move would likely take us to somewhere around 1600 here.
Not many bears to talk about.
Nope. MATIC is breaking its September highs right here. If it closes today like this is a breakout trade. You could still take MATIC here. Seems pretty powerful. Look at this buy zone we had marked out. If only we had used it, right? It was hard not to be bearish on alts at this time. Well, Bitcoin SV not doing much of anything.
Man, not at all.
Yeah. Well, maybe it'll have a day. This is an interesting, potentially, accumulation pattern. But if you're holding it against Bitcoin, you're pretty sad.
You're being gutted.
You mean to tell me it's not the real Bitcoin?
Yeah.
It's just
Okay.
real laggard.
Well, I'm sure people have a lot of alt requests, and it's a short day, so let's focus in on chart requests. We'll catch up with it, and then I can look at other things later on.
Yep, good idea, because I'm sure our audience will be delighted to get right into it. We got a few already slotted in here. Crypto Caveman says he's been holding Cardano for 3 years. It's finally moving hard. Now, I think Cardano's been performing fairly well over the last 3 to 6 months, actually. But yes, Cardano guys are finally having their day. With that said, let's see what we got lined up on the request. Maybe I'll start with this super chat that came in from old Mr. Wally. GBUL Professor Wally with a $2 super chat. Quote request LRC USD on Coinbase Pro. Can we short on a 1 hour time frame? He asks.
Possibly.
Yeah, this is possible.
That momentum's gone.
Okay, so we do have a break of trend here. You know, I would probably avoid shorting this hourly, especially with this wick right here. Most likely we'll come down, retest one more time, and then come back up towards the highs.
I agree. Especially looking at the 3 hour.
Yeah, here was the opportunity to short this break. Yeah, now I would... What would be a good thing to look for?
GBU Wally just followed up with another comment saying, well, his LRC is less about entry now, more of already profitable entry. How to analyze a new take profit. All right, so it looks like he shorted the top. He's asking how to sweep a little more profit out of this. Would you proceed?
Okay, well, if you're looking for resistance levels, here's a couple different ways that we can handle this. Low to high to low. Well, this is telling us we're at fib resistance right now. We essentially we bounced off of the 4.236 and now we're at the 3.618, and this is this appears to be our daily resistance right here. If I were a betting man, I would look for some kind of re-entry. If you took profit and you want to get back in, right around here. This looks really good. What do you think?
I mean, that's not usually the type of plays that I do, but looking at it for an entry, could you go down to lower time frames, maybe the 3 hour? And you're talking about more of an entry to add to the short, correct?
Well, if he's talking about an entry to add into the short, I would look for 55 cents and try and load up more around 50 cents. So
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I do feel like we're going to come back up towards this area,
especially with how bullish
and then break down. Yeah,
because I mean, we're looking at that 4 hour chart right there. You're very likely to get some bullish divergence unless you get a very big dump soon.
Mm-hmm.
You're likely to get another leg up to at least test and possibly get a swing failure, or you get to breakthrough. So that would be the moment. Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Did that answer your question, GB Wally?
We'll find out very shortly. There is a little bit of... There'll be a little bit of... Yep, indeed. All right, let's move into the next one. Let's start right at the top. Bflow asked for, can you check out SKL USDT, please?
SKL? I've never heard of SKL.
Neither. Skull.
Take a look at what this is about. Oh, Scale Network. That's right. Scale Network.
Well, I mean, it's here on Binance.
Nope, it's on Binance.
Gotcha. I'm still coming through, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. Now I'm paranoid lately.
We're just ignoring you because you're irrelevant. Not that we can't hear you.
Excellent. Yeah, I guess it's on Binance and Uniswap, so there you have it.
It feels strong here still. We try and break down several times, and then we just keep attempting on resistance. If you're still in it, I would stay in it. I would imagine we'll probably move the rest of the way up towards this point of control up here at 12.3.
That's a very tight pattern.
Yeah, but this is strong resistance, and so here we are at resistance. If we did break down and retest, it wouldn't necessarily be surprising, but I would prefer that we held this that's not the daily trend. That's actually
that current 4 hour candle high, a new high?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just wait for the close of that 4 hour. I bet you're gonna get a continuation on it.
Yeah, most
that
likely.
Looks strong. When I look at that,
I would stay in it. But if you're trying to long here, I wouldn't necessarily long resistance. I would wait for some kind of confirmed break. Best way to handle it. What's next?
All right, that is Scale for Bflow. Shout outs to Bflow. Moving into the next one. 1 inch exchange. Well, sorry. Yeah, 1 inch BTC pair for Evo, please.
Pull out my big 1 inch. Not too much data, but it looks like we're setting up.
I also see chatter that crypto.com is down for emergency maintenance as well, so we might have industry-wide problems percolating. We'll keep an eye on it.
I'm sure you will, Jack, especially considering you use crypto.com, don't you?
Just the credit card, which works like a charm, by the way.
Yeah. He loves it. He loves the card.
How much Crow have you got back yet?
I don't know.
Does it pay you in? It pays you in Crow, right?
I think it pays you in Crow. I think it pays out every day. 3% on my daily shopping.
Just so they can tell people to eat Crow when it crashes.
Have you been doing extra shopping? Admit it.
Marginally, but not really.
Okay. All right. I think 1 inch here is. It's a fairly good reversal. It has reversal potential here. We don't necessarily have a daily long signal yet, where we don't have a daily baseline, for instance. We're not above 0 on our oscillator. Our momentum indicator hasn't turned over at all. So there's really nothing to recommend this to us on a daily time frame yet. On lower time frames, I think we might be able to pull out a long from it. Let's see if there is a baseline on lower time frames. Oh, just now, recently. It's really too late for us to take a long here.
Yeah, I think it's too far extended.
Yeah. And this level overhead is kind of resistance. So there's just nothing much for us to do here right now. If we get some more bullish impulse on 1 inch, then it could be very good, especially because the environment is right to take it, right? I mean, all the alts are pumping right now, but this is still relatively new, and people are still, initial holders who got airdrops and stuff are still kind of dumping it. So all that extra supply is negatively affecting the price. So we'll just keep our eyes on it. There's nothing for us to do with 1 inch yet.
All right. That's 1 inch for Evo. Let's keep moving into the next one. All right, this one's more of a general question. Dark FTL asks, can you guys show me an example of what a bear and bull flag looks like? So I'm sure he hears us refer to these flags on a regular basis. Any quick examples off the top of your head you can pull up and describe what that formation looks like?
Do you want to do it? I never talk about bull and bear flags. Those are words that don't come out of my mouth. Do you want to do that, Jason?
I mean, I would do it the same way, like on the spot. I mean, it's going to be kind of hard to find one right quick. But
yeah,
I would suggest Googling bull pennant and bear pennant.
Yep,
I mean,
Google
it's very
it.
Simple.
Probably the best approach, indeed.
Yeah, like if I had one right in front of me, I mean, I might be able to find one quickly on lower time frames. Like,
I'd say
not a bear pennant.
maybe we'll come back to this one and look at it. But here we go. Next one is from Private, which is a new channel supporter, and they say thank you. Channel is one of the only a couple I listen to live always. Good times. They've been around since 2017. Kind of lurking, say stealth style, but they are definitely a hardcore supporter of CC. So thank you, Private.
Private.
Thank you very much, Private, and thank you for this channel supporting status. Vidusha in the live chat says, can you do a VET USDT? It's said that I'm not going to use that word, but they're going to be storing certain kinds of data on the VeChain. So let's take a look at the VeChain USDT chart.
I looked at it yesterday and I said it looked good. That hasn't really changed. Yeah, you should just still be long it if you're already long it, but there's nothing for us to do here with it.
Adam USDT just hit TP1. So that
Excellent.
means all 4 signals were a hit yesterday.
Yeah, on Vet Bitcoin, it looks good, but we're also resistance. There's nothing for us to do here right now. My advice would be you should have entered Vet when we were talking about it earlier in the week. There's just, for right now we're at resistance. I would wait for some kind of pullback towards the baseline of some sort. And right. I assume if you're talking about all the stuff that Vet has in the store that you're a holder and a believer. So if you're long, just stay long, bud.
Right, there you I think that's well summarized as to what your potential next plays for Vet are, Vidoosh, but thank you for the request. Moving into the next one. This one comes from Tech Engine. He asks for Elastos BTC, please.
Ella. Alright. Haven't looked at Ella in a while. Man, you must really be desperate. You're scraping the bottom of the shitcoin barrel, man.
Gotta get a few more U alts out of there.
I mean, it could turn around here, but why? There's so many stronger alts, man. It looks like we just had a fake out today. We closed back below this trend line. I'm not super interested in this. We have so many alts that are coming off hard off of their bottoms. And, like, look at ATH here. Why aren't you in ATH?
We are in ATH.
Yeah, no. But person whose thing this is, you know, I would look at different alts. I don't see anything really to recommend Elastos to us. It's just a long downtrend. And what you want to buy this based off of what? Based off of 2 days of bullish action?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, maybe we'll get a reversal here. You know, I don't want to put myself out there and be like, there's
it absolutely could. But that's what you got to go through in your mind when you're doing these things, because if you're really looking to take that chance, what is your evidence? You have to look at your chart, and you're betting against yourself at this point. Like, there's better things out there than this, unless you really love the project. I mean,
or what about here? It looked like we were like totally bottoming here. Then we make a new one, then we trade sideways, and then we drop. How much more do we drop?
Oh, that's gotta be.
We drop another 90%. You didn't think we could drop another 90% from over here, but we did. We dropped another 80% on it. I'm so not interested in this. Yeah, this maybe we reverse from here, but why? What evidence is there that's going to change? Is there some big fundamental news event? I would ask yourself those things. I think I've said enough on Elastos. Let's move on.
Alright guys, that was Elastos coming to us from Tech Engine. Shoutouts to Tech. Let's see what we got next. Alright, Cardano USDT, Ruben Santos, probably one of the hottest coins to be looking at today.
Big day. I would just stay in it. There's nothing to do here. Yeah, maybe there's a take profit signal here, maybe, but it could also just keep going.
Keep stair stepping up.
Yeah, we got a take profit signal here and here too. So
super dangerous to.
Yep. So far, we've got this strong trend on the 3 and 4 hour. Our daily trend is all the way back here. So I would say there's a potential that we pull back and retest this area, but that would be healthy. Our daily trend, as I said, is back here. Our daily baseline is all the way back here. So there's plenty of room for us to just kind of sit here for a while and still be bullishly postured here on ATH. There's nothing really to do. If you're not already long, I would just chill. Just chill.
It's kind of the beautiful thing about trading the way that we do is we usually get a little sense of when these things are going to start happening. So by the time we're looking at these charts with all these green candles, we're just moving stop losses, baby.
Yeah, we've been in Ethereum and ADA and EOS and all these longs since earlier in the week, and so
sushi I've been in since like
anybody watching the show, we've been like, hey, buy this thing over here. This is a great spot. This is a great spot. I mean, I can't tell you how to do your own account, but we can point out good charts.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing I've kind of been going back and reviewing. I can't really think of one chart that really stands out to me that I feel like we missed, like to where it completely reversed or it completely went against what we said.
Well, I mean, I can. Obviously, I was incorrect to be as bearish I was on Bitcoin between 10 and 12K.
Well, that and THETA, so...
Oh yeah, I was wrong about THETA. I thought THETA was going to have.
I'm more talking about lately though.
Yeah.
Yeah, THETA was.
Right. I thought there was going to be a pullback on THETA here, I was like, okay. I think they even scored a THETA short from here to here. And then I was like, okay, well, we're going to wait for the next short because THETA's going to really dump down to here. And that did not happen.
It's few and far between, folks.
Yeah. It's always good to admit when you do make mistakes. So
it's probably the most important part.
Mm-hmm. Okay, right. Let's what else do we have for the chart now?
Next one comes from T-Dub. He's asking for BNB BTC, please. Binance Bitcoin.
I was getting really close, I think, yesterday to calling a BNB USDT.
Well, the Bitcoin pairing looks like a short almost.
It does look like it. Looks pretty bad.
And this is critical support that we have to hold here, guys. This level is this level.
So, based off that, or is the entire
close this week down here? It's short. Man, because if we would have to close this week back up here, and then I would consider we've recovered over weekly support. We're okay, but this is us right now. So
what does that mean? What does that make the exchange coins perp look like?
Well, exchange coins perp still look pretty good, but don't forget FTT has been going gangbusters.
Yeah.
As far as the USDT pairing, there's nothing for us to do here. There's no new signal. I think we took a long signal from here to here. No, we were in a long signal from here to here, and then are we still in it? We're not still in it. It closed out. Okay. So yeah, there's nothing for us to do here. There's no new signal today. Trend is back here. Yeah, nothing to do on Binance Coin, especially with the Bitcoin pairing looking as bad as it does. We'll wait for some sort kind of new signal.
All right, there you have it. Shout outs to T-Dub and the BNB request. Next one comes from Peckham08. He says, chart request only has self-embellishment, Falcon Swap, and YFL. Who's your daddy? He hasn't sold yet, and he's got good average entries on both. So let's take a look at Falcon Swap and then look at YFL.
YFL's having a good day.
All right, so Falcon Swap. I talked about this on the show a while back. I bought some here and here, but I sold it here. It was a wonderful trade. It was a good. I mean, at the time, I felt like I had made enough off of it. I was like, well, I don't want to get greedy. I am at resistance light right here.
Oh, just 132%.
I know. But yeah, it's still going. I would maybe look to take profit around here still, but then again, the market is so bullishly postured. Maybe you shouldn't be looking to take profits yet. There's nothing to do if you're still in it. I would just sit on my hands. And then YFL. I talked about this on the show. Entry down here looked fantastic. I'm in it. I bought down here. I'm still holding on. It looks really good to me on the weekly. Oh, that's not what I want. Just starting to get a weekly cross up. And, you know, my buy is down here, and I'm thinking to myself, why would I be looking to take profits anywhere unless there was a huge weekly reversal candle of some kind, right? Well, anyway, if you're in YFL right now, congratulations. I wouldn't do much with, if you have low entries on alts, I would not do much with them right now. I would just sit on it until we start getting some sorts of signs that like all the alts are reversing, or there's, you know, suddenly there's big red candles and we get daily cross unders on TT, but we're nowhere near there. I would hold these things. I would just, I wouldn't even say would. I am. I'm still holding. I do not want what happened last alt season to happen again, where I had phenomenal entries, and then I sold them at relatively low levels because the bear market had kind of taught us that you just take profits when you can.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to approach it with patience, and then if I don't get to sell the top, that's cool. I don't get to sell the top, but at least I don't have this problem that
you have money.
Yeah, or at least I don't have the problem where I'm leaving a whole bunch of money on the table also.
There's give and take.
Yeah. There's a chance you either sell too early or too late, but it's almost impossible to time it exactly right, guys. So decide if market conditions are such that you would rather exit too early and leave money on the table, or rather exit too late and leave money on the table. Because chances are you're going to do one of those. Because selling the exact top almost never happens. And sometimes. But usually it's luck.
Yeah, the market is a fickle mistress. Sometimes she giveth, sometimes she taketh away. The trick is to be diligent and consistent and take
risk management.
Yep, and don't be afraid to take profits. And buy low, sell high, guys. Don't.
Doubt. Oh, this is something that's brand new.
All right, let's hop into the next one. Shoutouts to Peckham08. Let's see here. So I did the GBU Wally super chat. Shoutouts to Wally again. All right, we got a few more. It's not bad.
What the heck is this?
Is it?
Going gangbusters, what it is.
Why don't I own this? Why haven't I heard of this?
Yeah, what is that?
Dang it. This is Maker. We're in this.
Maker? Oh, in that case.
I didn't know Maker's symbol was 0.
0.A.
In that case, let me get the champagne, and we'll pop in bottles.
Man, Maker's up to... I didn't know Maker had pumped so high. Our entry is over at 578. Wowza. It's right here.
Not sure what this is in reference to, but Beeflo says, "Hi, I'm Ricky Bobby. If you don't chew Big Red, then screw you."
No, that's from Talladega Nights.
Yeah, I figured, but is there? Did we mention Big Red? Did we? No, maybe just talking about candles. All right, never mind. That probably makes sense.
I've been bantering with him here.
What's next, guys?
All right, next one should be back right now. Sorry for the hiccup, guys. It looks like, yep, we're back. Sorry for the bit of a hiccup there. Crossed, we stay active. Yep, all right, we are back. I just have to reconnect to Alex's stream. Stand by. All right, just give me a second, guys.
Oh,
here we go. Sorry, I just had to refresh the staff.
I guess it's you. I mean, you're doing more work. I mean,
hold on. We're live now. I think we've restored.
Yeah.
I think we're restored. We'll discuss it another time. We are hopefully restored. You guys still hear me, right? Yep, I should be back.
Yes, we got a little inception happening on the screen, but
yes, we do.
Oh, that's me.
All right, Alex. Yep, have Alex hop back into his main chart. All right, so we were gonna do the graph for Ryan Smith before we got disconnected. All right, I think they missed most. You hear me now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hear me? Okay. Yeah, I think they missed most of that. Sadly, I'm sure this infuriates you as much as it does me. But I think a good duration of that, my upload dropped again. Crypto Bull says it's your bandwidth by the looks of it. You know what? My bandwidth is okay. My downstream stays perfectly fine. I hear the analysts. I see the chat. I see, all my download works, but my upload drops to spinning. We're spinning and we spinning. There we go. Okay, we're connected now. So I'm going to try and get a few words in before it drops again. My apologies, everyone. I'm sorry, but seems like the connection, this router just seems to be getting worse and worse by the day. Any day now I'll get the replacement, but this is the problem.
Where did you order it from?
My ISP. No, it's like a router modem combo that the service provider provides. I have to use what they provide. I can use my own router, but I need this modem router combo from them, and I'm gonna presume that's the cause of all my recent internet grief. You know, I had a rock solid connection until like a week or two ago, and then we started getting hiccups. My upload drops to 0 out of nowhere. I can still hear and see everybody, but you guys don't get any upload from me. Yes, we lost a few minutes, guys. I'm sorry, and unfortunately, Alex attempted to cover the graph on multiple occasions. We really weren't able to get it out, and now I'm definitely afraid that we're going to drop any second. All right, listen, if this does continue, guys, I cannot drag it on like this, and we have a mentorship session coming up, so we might just transition to mentorship session. I do notice that I'm still connected, so we seem to have had at least the last 60 to 90 seconds steady. Fingers crossed the hiccups are over with. And
all right, can they hear me?
Yes, they can hear you. They can hear me.
Right. Guys, you should have bought it yesterday when I told you to. We're up 15%. For right now, we're at resistance. It looks like we're coming back down towards support. If you can buy it here, that would be more ideal. If we break 30 cents, then I'm out.
Brilliant.
Done. I'm not saying it again.
Cool. All right. I only got 4 more requests to go, and then we'll try to move to wrap. I'm kind of getting tired of disconnecting on everybody. So, again, my apologies, guys. Next one is CRO from Tyler Dukacek. He says it's pumping today. Is it too far extended to go long, he asks.
Let's see. I told you guys that you could long it here. I don't think it's too overextended. I think you could take this up to like 9, maybe even 10 cents. It would be better if you could get a pullback on it, but you may not be able to at this point.
Yep, everything's rising.
I wouldn't expect much of a pullback. That was here, and here a little bit. So
unless crypto.com stays down for a lot longer.
Anyway, yeah, this feels like a real break-in trend. So I would look towards taking it up to this area.
So not too far extended, you think?
It's not.
All right, cool. That answers that question. Shout out to Tyler. Let's see. All right, this is probably the hottest coin of the day. We definitely have to give this a look.
You mean Bitcoin?
Well, besides
It's
Bitcoin,
about to hit a new all-time high again.
It is too. 35,561 and looking pretty good. All right. Fingers crossed that we can do this one justice with the shaky connection. Bruno Martin says, regarding XLM, is it worth to keep and hold it? It's pumping hard in the last couple of days, but lost 20% in the last 2 hours.
No,
I can hear you. I can still hear you, Jack.
Okay, thank God. Yeah. I still have a green bar here, so I'm good. So Bruno Martins is asking about Stellar. Is it worth holding? He's worried that it's pulled back in the last 2 hours. Is this the start of a bigger correction, or do you think he could?
Come on, buddy.
Yeah, you can't scare yourself out of every trade.
I know, but let's give these new guys some slack. See your thoughts on XLM, gentlemen.
I'm already out, but
yeah, I do feel like the XLM trade is over for now.
Which doesn't mean that it won't continue here, but like the way I trade, it's usually in and out, and it just so happened to hit my trailing stop. I would have let the last 20% run on this, but I think I got lucky just considering that price is already below where it took profit anyway. So
I don't know if you're still holding XLM here. You don't necessarily have to dump it here.
I have long-term XLM bags.
Yeah. Here's my problem with your question is that clearly you don't believe in XLM that much if you're staring at the 1 hour time frame and wondering whether to get out after a single day's worth of pump. Chances are this trade's over for you, man. Unless you have iron hands, you're willing to hold for a few and not be scared by a couple hourly candles, then I would take your big win and go look for another big win. That's probably the best advice that I can give you because,
I think we just cut out.
Did we, Jack?
I think it was, however, brief. It was a very brief hiccup, but please continue.
Okay, we're good.
Yes. So my advice is to we'll probably pull back a little bit. We may even pull back to like 22 cents. 20 cents or something like that, but then we'll probably keep going in a couple of days. It's not like I think we're going to come up here and then just break back down all the way below this or something like that. So,
and to be honest with you, just the way you phrased that question tells me that this isn't an investment. This is a trade.
Yeah, if this is a trade, then the trade's probably over, man.
Yep. You did well. Get out. Look for the next one. If it's an investment, then leave it.
Yep. Lots of other opportunities abound. So don't just hang on to this one. But let's move into the next one. Bflow asks for Kusama USDT. Says it looks like it's ready to take off.
Ooh, all right. Let's look at KSM. I never look at KSM. You know what? This is not on my DeFi list. Let me put KSM on here.
Ooh. Looks very reminiscent of the DeFi daily chart.
Yeah, I do like this. So we see resistance here, a fake out, breakdown, and then recovery over resistance. This does look really good.
Good eye, Bflow.
I would take this on the 12-hour. We're going to get a very nice 12-hour continuation signal here.
Yep.
Which you will, let's take out our baseline. I'm sure we're above it, but
have to be.
Oh, yeah. It's like a baseline bounce long even. This is beautiful on the 12-hour. We can see we're getting momentum and volatility come in. We're curling up on our oscillator right here after resetting. So we basically trade sideways, but our oscillator resets. And then we break this high on this candle. So I think at the end of the day, we'll have a strong 12-hour long here on Kusama. Which is good because Kusama's in the process of making new all-time highs, I believe.
I think it just did.
Yep.
Yeah, that candle that you're looking at.
Well, that's why I said I believe it's in the process of making new all-time highs. So it's in the process of making new all-time highs, and yeah, it looks very good here. Guy who wanted out of XLM. Here's a potential long.
There you go.
Yep. Put your money.
Profits.
Put your money.
That, take a look at that at the end of today. Maybe I'll put that up for the group. What's next?
All right, let's get the last one in here. So this one is Link for Dark FTL. Link USD, please.
All right, we'll look at Link and we'll look at the other Oracle coins too.
Link Marines.
Okay, so yesterday we were all the way down here. I mentioned that Link was in a good buy zone. We broke back above our weekly support, which is very good. This is a great sign for Link, if you ask me. It feels like we're starting to come off our lows here. And unlike some of the other Bitcoin pairings that we looked at, where the Bitcoin pairing was at an all-time low, this is not. This is just retesting old resistance at support. This is much stronger than something like Elastos that we were looking at, or any of the other ones.
Don't you pour salt in the wound?
Yeah. Well, I'm not trying to, but I want to draw this.
It was a joke.
Distinction. Yeah. I want to draw this distinction and why something like Elastos looks weak, and I'm not interested. And Link is strong here, and I am interested, but they're both kind of giving these weekly green candles right here. Very strong bullish divergence on our oscillator, by the way. As you can see, we're super oversold here on our low compared to way back over here.
Look how far you are from the baseline.
Yeah.
You rarely see that many ATR away from the
yeah,
baseline.
This is beautiful. Prices very overextended here. We're gonna pull up super hard on Link most likely. On the USDT pairing, let's take a look. We're curling up on the weekly. This looks good. We'll be getting a weekly signal after once this weekend is over. Back above the weekly baseline. And then I love this wick down into our support that got retested and then bought right back up instantly. We tried to short this, and we got stopped out on 2 Link shorts, I believe. No, we didn't get stopped out. I had to early exit them. We got counterfeited right here. So on the daily, I would consider this to be a long signal that you can take. As you can see, we break the previous high. We'll be closing above it. I think there's a number of reasons that recommend Link to us here as a potential trade. So I think it's good. And for that reason, let's look at the other Oracle coins.
Yep, good idea. I see that Smiles J just mentioned Band is moving fast as well right now.
Yes, so Band is exactly what I was going to mention as another Oracle coin. For those of you who are new to crypto, I know we do have new viewers. Oracle projects are projects that supply data to other blockchains. So think about Ethereum smart contracts. If you're an Ethereum smart contract, how do you know the price of any other blockchain? You don't. You only know what's happening on the Ethereum blockchain, right? Well, what you have is you have entire other projects whose sole goal is to deliver real-world data to blockchains, because blockchains only know what's happening on its own blockchain unless it's getting the data from somewhere else, right? So you need a trusted data source. You need an Oracle. So that's what Link does. Link supplies pricing data and other real-world data to blockchains. So does Band. So does Trib, which is, I think it's Tribute, Teller Tribute. So does DEA, and I think there's Zap. I think Zapper is another Oracle coin. So there's some stuff for you guys to think about and look at if you're just new to the space. Let's open Band USDT. These charts I'm going to show you, they're all going to look very similar because these Oracle coins all tend to trade together.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, are we looking at the same chart? No, this is Band. So as you can see, we're making a new high today on Band. This one is also looking very good for a potential long here. Band Bitcoin. Let's fix this. We're not yet above resistance. As a matter of fact, Band, interestingly, it feels like Band pulled back even further than Link did. So this could end up being a better long opportunity on Band, because to come back up to this area is like what, a 4x? No, it's 1.5x. So 150% just to come back up to resistance right up here for us.
Not too shabby.
Nope. Band USDT is also setting up to Band USDT on the weekly. It's also setting up. We're just starting to get a weekly baseline, but we're not yet above it. All right, Trib. We'll have to look at it on ChartX. There's not enough data on Binance. Teller Tribute. Very similar.
Really creeping up on all-time highs here on Bitcoin.
Yeah. Oh, on Bitcoin? We'll take a look at that in one more moment.
I've got the chart in the bottom right. We are indeed creeping up toward that red line that is the previous all-time high.
This feels like a breakout right here on Trib. Here, we'll draw from the wicks so people don't feel like I'm cheating. There we go. Drawing from wicks, we have a breakout on Trib. So Trib also looking really good here. So if you feel like you might have missed out on Link and Band, which are making new highs, Trib is lagging just a little bit. Because as you can see, we have not broken these highs right here, but on Band, we have broken the highs right here. So these things trade together. Trib could be a good low market cap on Band and Link, but you don't necessarily have to step onto Uniswap. It is available on Binance and on Poloniex. So something to think about, guys.
All right, there we have it, guys.
Bitcoin, as you can see, has broken the downtrend, is above the daily baseline. starting to put in some decent movement on our oscillator. Although I would say it's not quite there yet necessarily for long. But USD pairing, I think, has something to say for it. So what's next?
All right, this is the final request because, again, we got to wrap it a little early, guys. We are going to the premium community mentorship session shortly, so can only do a few more, and this is actually the last one on my list currently, so thank you, Alex, to getting through these today. Jake Rezio asks, how about KAVA USD, please?
Okay.
KAVA chameleon.
All right, first let's look at KAVA Bitcoin. Make sure that it makes sense. This looks about as good as what we were looking at on Teller. It's roughly the same chart.
A little closer to the 0 line on TT, but
we are not quite above resistance here, but
be watching that chart.
Yeah.
That's gonna break, I think. I just feel that in my bones.
Yeah, look at this. Look at the weekly. Super oversold against Bitcoin here. This feels pretty good. What's the USDT pairing like? I'll have to turn off our baseline here. Guys, it's ready. KAVA's ready here. So, yeah, I would look for some kind of lower time frame pullback, and I would take KAVA to at least $2.50, if not $3.50, if not like $5. So, these are essentially our targets. This is a logarithmic chart, so I mean, if you look at it linearly, it makes much more sense. So these are our targets. Boom, up here as support turned resistance, and then finally the all-time high as the final resistance.
All right, thank you to Jake Rezio for the KAVA request. I'm going to review a couple comments before I move to wrap, and maybe try to squeeze in one more chart if there's something interesting here. But let me just quickly scroll up, see what we've got. I see a lot of discussion concerning XLM and XRP. Keith Frazine came through the chat and says, what's up with XLM? Did he already go over XLM? Yep, we did go over XLM. If you tune into the show shortly after we move to wrap, the replay will have timestamps attached. It'll be very easy if you're joining late to go back and see where we talked about XLM. And Smiles J pointing out that XRP people are moving to its brother, aka XLM. Yep, sure seems like some of the XRP crowd is now piling into XLM. XLM is shining bright today. York pointing out it's related to the Ukrainian news. Yes, Ukraine supposedly looking to develop a central bank digital currency on XLM or based on XLM, something like that. I see a bit of discussion.
I will add Keith Frazine. We did go over. If you were in the premium group, you'd also be in XLM.
Yep, excellent to bring that up. I think I just dropped.
Jack?
Yep, I just dropped, guys.
You're breaking up a little.
Yep, I dropped. Oh, I'm back. There was a little hiccup, but indeed I got a bit of a drop there. All right, thank God that was super brief. Yes, Jason just mentioned that if you are indeed a premium member in our premium group, premium.krakencryptocurrency.com, you'd already be well inside the XLM trade.
Yep. We already took profit at 32%. So
our crack analysts are always ahead of the curve, seemingly majority of the time. You know, 60% of the time they're right every time. All right, but yes, check out our premium group. These guys are on point. They are indeed posting some of these super hot trades well before anyone. While you guys are still in bed sleeping, these guys are in the kitchen cooking up the hottest trade recipes in the game. Let's see. Wayne Arnott said, I see a bit of discussion concerning Polkadot's Oracle. It's called Kylin. You guys familiar with Kylin? Kylin. Yes, I see a few people saying that's kind of new to them, but Kylin, Kylin is Polkadot's Oracle ICO project as far as I understand it. Definitely looking forward to it, says Wayne Arnott. Me too, looking for the Oracle magic to rub off on some new upstart coins, and of course Polkadot being the Ethereum killer. Got to keep our eye on Polkadot and any kind of Oracle projects developing over there. Smiles J talks about Tellers. I think Teller is also a Polkadot upstart Oracle cool project. And what else do we have? Let's see here. I see. So here's another one. Here's where we talked Ripple. I see people in live chat saying, Joey here saying, what do you guys think about Ripple? And I see a lot of people responding to him saying Ripple, for instance, Arnott says Ripple's going to a dime or so, and then it's probably going to go to zero. XLM will replace their project, I'd assume. I don't know. I think it's a little too early to throw the towel in on Ripple.
There's too much shit going on to focus on Ripple.
Indeed, but you know, we're not the biggest fans of Ripple here, but you know what, I am not going to pretend like that project's completely dead. I think they got a lot of momentum, probably a lot of money. Yeah, they got a team, they got money to burn. It's a big, it was a top 3 coin for the longest time. I don't think things like this just disappear. So what I'm going to say is bide your time with XRP, and kind of how Wayne Arnott says it's going to 10 cents and even lower. Yeah, I think it will, and that's maybe where I will even consider buying a little bit of XRP.
Look at Coinbase. Like I even asked that question because Coinbase is saying 19th that it's going to stop all XRP trading. I'm curious to see what happens on that day if it's affected. Of course, people think that it's priced in, but I mean, we won't know until we see it.
Indeed. All right. Let me just take a quick glance at the time. It's 2:23 where I am. All right, and the stream is still functional. And all right, Alex, if you're still up for one more chart, we did get one that just kind of came in at the last second. Sure. And could we look at MTA BTC? This is for Cheesy Business H2O.
Yeah, sure. I've been talking about Meta all week.
Let's take a look.
So I was recommending Meta when we were down here, and we were here. Now we're here. You could technically take this now that we've broken above resistance here, but we don't have any new signals. I would probably look towards here. If you're already in Meta and you're looking for potential take profit levels, I would. First of all, we may not get back near $10 anytime soon. I was just on the Meta Discord earlier today, and someone noted that because there's a lot more supply of Meta now than there was originally, if we got back towards $10, that would put Meta at a market cap of around $1 billion.
That's pretty nuts.
So it's not unheard of. I mean, look at Graph Token. Graph Token has a market cap of $400 million right now, and it's like a few weeks old. But you know, that's something to it's something to consider. Let's see. Let's get some potential targets on. Dun, dun, dun. Well, that's not right. This is fifth time. All right. Essentially, we're looking for $2, $2.75, and $3.50, with $4 being on the outside. At that point, we'll be up against pretty heavy resistance at this level right here. So see, this is support, resistance here. So this is all this area right here, right above $4. So I think that's really all there is to say on Meta for right now. If you're not in Meta, I would look for some sort of pullback on the daily before entering.
All right, that would be it. That would be basically the last request I have. I'm not going to do this one, but I'm going to bring it up. Walter Patricks, do you guys hold any WISE yet? He asks. Have you guys heard of WISE token? What's
been
WISE coin?
Showing it around.
I've heard of WISE token. Apparently, if I'm not mistaken, WISE token allows for people to lock liquidity forever, or make it so that liquidity is ownerless. So you so one of the big problems with
ownerless
Ethereum
liquidity,
project,
I remember that.
Yeah, is that you can lock the liquidity onto Uniswap, but then you can just withdraw it, and you can sell everything and then withdraw the money and keep it all if you're a project owner, and that's not fantastic. They call it a rug pull. So having ownerless liquidity that no one can withdraw off of the exchange is a good thing for a project. That means people can trust it. So that is something that's very good. I don't own any Wise.
It's the same thing as
like
taping the rug to the floor.
I mean, it debuted with a $100 million market cap. It seemed a little excessive. We can look at it.
Wise is just like Hex, says Mr. Ether.
Yeah,
Wise is just like Hex, huh? This can't be right.
I mean, if it is, then it's just not enough to do anything with.
Nope, this is Wise. Well, I guess I should have held on to the Wise tokens I bought back here and then sold over here.
Oof.
Yeah. Wise decision.
Nothing really to do if you're still in it. I would just keep holding on, man. There's no signs of anything. As a matter of fact, volume's increasing.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Don't unbuckle your seatbelts yet. We'll be in low Earth orbit before you know it. Wise bag holders. Yes, crypto is a crazy space, says Smiles J. Why are no YouTubers covering Wise? It's going parabolic, as Kevin Leby.
Because it's a week old, man.
Yeah.
Well, plus everything's going parabolic.
Yeah. This is not the only thing. You gotta back out your.
There's just so much popping off in the space between Bitcoin constantly approaching, breaking all-time highs, Ethereum approaching and breaking 1200, and the XRP drama, and geez, any corner of the space you look into, there's something exciting seemingly happening. So sometimes we have a habit of overlooking things, so it's good that our audience sticks around and kind of informs us of anything that we're kind of sleeping on. JG just became a helpful supporter of the
much appreciated,
channels.
JG.
So we got another channel supporter in the house. Much love. Whoa. Cool off with the mic there.
I don't know why it does that.
You sound like you're shaking a spider off your mic or something. All right, no big deal. All right. 2:30 on the dot. Brilliant. My apologies for the connection kind of breaking up. I'm gonna try addressing that as soon as I can. But otherwise, we had a great show, guys, and thank you to our analysts for taking us through the charts as usual. Thank you to the audience for another wonderful,
very exciting day.
Indeed, another Wednesday breaking Bitcoin. I was hoping we could crest over 36-ish live on the stream today, but we're right about to. If you look on the bottom right, we have this little mini price chart. That red line is the all-time high, and we're just a few bucks away from it. So fingers crossed. Right as I hit the log off button, we bust right through 36.
All-time highs as soon as we log off.
See you boys at 45K, and I'm gonna go have lunch now. Much love, everyone. Cheers all.
See everyone in the mentoring session. Make sure to trade responsibly, guys.
Yep. Check your Google calendars. You should have a link there. If not, we'll be updating that shortly. Cheers, everyone. All right.
We're losing you, Jack.
Oh crap.
Bye, everyone.
As I say, we're losing Jack. We gotta go.
Bye.